Great, thank you. Yeah, I'm Sable Schultz. I use she, her pronouns. I'm the manager of the transgender services at the Center on Colfax in Denver, Colorado, located at 1301 East Colfax. You know, with our physical space, we're now redefining what our electronic space is and all that. And I've been the manager of the transgender services there since September of 2015.
I'm Danny Higgins. I'm a licensed professional counselor in Denver, Colorado, licensed in the state of Colorado, and a national certified counselor as well. I'm a psychotherapist who specializes in gender identity, LGBTQ populations in general, kink populations, people who are non-monogamous, and then as far as mental health challenges, just people who are in transition in some way or another in their lives, trauma, codependency, ADHD, autism spectrum, and those are the big ones, really. So I've been doing this work for, goodness, 5+ years now. And I'm in private practice for the past 2 years, especially specializing and more explicitly and in my advertising to the populations that I work with. And my caseload is entirely, gender and sexual minorities. I'm non-binary. I use they, them pronouns. I guess I should have mentioned that in my intro. But I don't identify as male or female, and I identify as trans, which not all non-binary people do.
You do?
I'm Dana, boy Dana is what I go by. I'm a nerd, so I'm an IT consultant for my day job. That's what pays the bills and things like that. I'm 45 years old. I've been in the kink scene, leather scene, fet scene for about 25 of those years. 10 years spent pre-trans, 15 years spent post-trans. So I've kind of been able to hang out in the community and in different ways and experience it in different ways and stuff like that. So let me turn this off. And I like Lego. I like Lego, and yoga. So those are my two main things I like that keeps me happy. Besides just being a usual nerd and reading and stuff like that.
So. Okay. Spencer, he, him, his. And I am, in many ways, you're sort of typical suburban middle-aged dad. I have a 15-year-old daughter. I live in the burbs, and but despite that, I have some rather particular knowledge around trans issues. I transitioned from female to male 25 years ago, and prior to that, identified as being queer. And so basically my entire adult life has been largely centered around doing activism around LGBTQ issues. I practiced law for 28 years. My law practice really had very little to do with LGBTQ activism, other than working with folks specifically around adoption issues, surrogacy agreements, estate planning, which sometimes can have some elements that are very specific to one's sexual orientation or gender identity. But my advocacy work outside of practice has largely been centered around trans issues for the last 25 years. And currently what I do for work is I do consulting work for businesses, both profit and nonprofit, around trans inclusion and diversity. So, and sometimes that can mean talking to companies about what kinds of policies they should be instituting and how they should be handling things. And sometimes it involves direct trainings for everybody from the executive level down to frontline work.
My name is Julia. I'm a trans woman. I think I began my transition probably about 12 years ago. and I'm 66 and retired, which is very nice in this particular time because I was already kind of sheltering at home anyway, so it
Yeah.
didn't seem to be that big of a deal to me.
Right. Not too much of an adjustment. Yeah.
No,